We all see those moments when the royal guards raise their voices at tourists. Make way. Do not touch the reins. Stand back. And when people watch those clips, some immediately criticize the guards. Do they really need to shout like that? They're tourists. Couldn't they say it more calmly? Honestly, I don't think that question is completely unreasonable. After all, the royal guards represent a tradition that has stood for hundreds of years. So maybe some people feel they should always appear calm, controlled, and composed, no matter what happens around them. What do you think? Should the guards sometimes be a little more restrained? Or are these sharp warnings simply part of the job? But we also need to look at what happens before the shouting, because most of the time, the guards are not shouting for no reason. Usually, a tourist has already crossed the line. Someone steps into the guard's marching path. Someone blocks the horse. Someone reaches for the reins. And sometimes, even after a first warning, they keep doing the same thing. So that loud voice is often not the first reaction. It is the final warning. And the strange part is this. The tourist crosses the line a few seconds earlier, but once the clip spreads online, the only thing people talk about is the guard shouting. What the tourist did gets pushed into the background. Everyone focuses on the raised voice. We should also remember this. These people are not standing there to pose for tourists. They are soldiers on duty. And on top of that, there are horses. There are crowds. There is limited space. If someone suddenly steps too close, walks in front of the horse, or reaches for the reins, the guard may not have time for a long, polite explanation. Sometimes, the only thing that matters in that moment is this. Stop the person immediately. And that is why the voice gets louder. But again, is that really rude? Or is it simply the fastest and safest response in that situation? Some tourists may misunderstand the guard's silence. Maybe they think that if the guard is not speaking, he will not react. If he is standing still, maybe he is only there for photos. If they get a little closer, maybe nothing will happen. And then the line gets crossed, bit by bit. First, they stand a little too close. Then they drift into the marching path. Before you know it, they are right beside the horse. And then a hand starts moving toward the reins. When the guard finally gives a sharp warning, someone watching from the outside may only see the last few seconds. And naturally, they ask, why did he shout like that? Maybe that is part of the problem. We often see the reaction, but miss what caused it. And then there are the people who do not step back, even after being warned. The guard shouts, and some still laugh. They look at their friends. They keep posing for the camera, as if they have not just received a serious warning.
Stand back!
At that point, it is not surprising if the guard's voice becomes even firmer, because the first warning did not work. And now it is no longer only about respect. It becomes a safety issue. The horse could be startled. The tourist could get hurt. The crowd could become chaotic in seconds. So yes, some of those shouts may sound harsh, but they may also be preventing a much bigger problem from happening moments later. Still, not everyone agrees. Some viewers believe the guards should stay calmer. People are tourists. They may not know. Not every mistake needs such a strong reaction. They could be warned more gently first. And I don't think that opinion should be dismissed completely. Some people really may be visiting for the first time. They may not fully understand what is allowed and what is not. In a crowded area, some may not even realize exactly where they should not be standing. But there is another side to this too. The rules are often clear. The warning signs are there. It is obvious that people should not crowd the horses. And the guard's path is not exactly hidden. So saying they just didn't know every single time can also feel like an easy excuse. By the way, have you ever seen the Royal Guards in person? At horse guards in London, near the palace, or anywhere else? If you have, tell us in the comments. I am especially curious to hear from people who have actually been there. Does the area feel as chaotic in real life as it sometimes looks in these videos? Or do these short clips only show the most intense few seconds? Because sometimes a video does not show the full atmosphere of a place. But sometimes those few seconds are enough to show exactly how serious the problem has become. In the end, I think the real question is this. When a tourist breaks the rules, should the guard's priority be to sound polite? Or should it be to bring the situation under control within seconds? We are watching from behind a screen. We only hear the voice. But the guard, in that moment, is watching the distance, the horse's reaction, the movement of the crowd, and the risk building around him all at once. It is easy to say, that was too harsh, from the outside. But keeping that space safe is his responsibility. Maybe in some moments, a calmer tone could work. We can admit that. But in other moments, there may be no real alternative to a sharp warning. What do you think? Do the Royal Guard sometimes go too far when they shout at tourists? Or are some visitors only stopped by a warning that cleared? Write your opinion in the comments, because this is not just about whether someone shouted or not. It is about respect, duty, and safety.
Get up!